Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So it's Season 9, and this is War number 3. And we're going up against an alliance called Alliance of Fire and Ice. They seem familiar, I think we fought them before. But you can see the team that I decided to go in here with. Since AQ is not running right now, I'm able to bring in my Corvus. So first up, we've got a Mystic. Now, my alliance is not going hard in war. We're not asked to use any items, but we can if we want to. Our main goal is to get the boss down. That's all we want. We're not trying to get the win. However, if we do see that we can win, we're going to go for it. But right now, we're just wanting boss kills. So first one, it's a diversity node, and it is Iron Fist. Very easy to fight him. His specials are easy to avoid. So with Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, I build up my 10 poise charges. That's the max that he can have. And then I just go in and look at that damage. One combo and he was almost done. And now he is. So pretty easy fight for Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. Alright, now, next up, we're going to have another diversity fight. And I forget, did I use Corvus on this one? I don't remember. It was skill. I may have gone in here with Spider-Man Stark Enhanced again. Let's see. Nope, I did use Corvus. And it's a Gwenpool. Little Gwenny Pool. And she's not difficult, of course, to fight. I think I went in with a Corvus just in case I was able to pick up a mission. I wasn't thinking of anyone in particular. I was just thinking, hey, maybe I'll get a mission. And Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, he already did his work. And I'm running Suicides. So I didn't want to use up my Starky too soon. He's going to take damage, even if I don't get hit, because of my Suicide. So figured I'd give him a little bit of a break. So down goes Gwenpool. Not difficult. Again, these early fights are pretty simple and easy, and I don't boost up for them. And that was even when we were going for the win. So next up, we've got the Poison Node. And this fight went a little bit differently than I had thought it would. So this is why I brought in Iceman. And because we're not going for the win or anything like that, my masteries, I don't even have Scouter Lens anymore. So I had no idea that this was a magic. This is actually really good placement for magic. So I want you guys to watch how this fight goes. So first she gets a bar of power, but she doesn't proc Limbo. So I'm thinking at this point, great. Second bar, Limbo. Look at the damage. Isn't that fun? This is what wars were like before we had good counters. And this is why this is such a good placement, because the counters for magic, the two that I have, would be Quake. Actually, 3. Quake would be a good counter. Archangel and Blade. But none of them are poison immune. So bringing them into this fight, that's not something people would normally do. So just look at this. That was just ridiculous. Most of the damage I took, and I finally was just frustrated in the end and was just like, whatever. Just finish it so I can go back in. So she's almost dead. So I go in with Corvus. You know, she's not going to live long enough to give me any problems despite the poison. All right, so we just went down, took her down pretty easy. But that was actually really good placement. Now, thinking about it, who would I bring in here for her? If I had an Omega Red, he would be a good counter to her on that node. Could also bring in a Sentinel, perhaps. That heal block, it won't stop her Limbo, but at least she won't heal, and so I could go in hard and just try to get her down as fast as possible. You know, that could be. All right, so now we're on the last leg of our path. These are the fights that I was anticipating more difficulty. So first up, this is the Power Gain node. And this was reminiscent of my old season days, because anytime I saw a tech on this, I pretty much knew it was Iron Man Infinity War. And I never lost to Iron Man Infinity War on this node when I was fighting with Corvus or with Hyperion. I lost once, I think, with Voodoo because I wasn't used to fighting with Voodoo against Iron Man Infinity War. And my Voodoo was not ranked up at the time either. But he goes down. He wasn't even awakened, so he wasn't going to be difficult at all for anyone, really. All right, so next up, we've got the unblockable special one, and it's a cosmic. Again, I have no scouter lens. I have no idea who this is, and I didn't even bother to look at profiles. I just went on in there. And, of course, I chose Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, and it is a Spider-Man symbiote. So he is not a problem until he fires off a special. Once he fires off a special, that's when he gets, especially he's awakened, so that's when he gets this Spider Sense buff that makes him evade like crazy. So what I did with him is I built up my 10 poise charges, and you see how I paused? I didn't do 5-hit combos. That's because I wanted to finish him off without him being able to get his special one off. Just in case. I was playing it safe. I had already died once. Wasn't looking to get taken down again. Alright, so doing that little stutter, stopping before the first bar of power, and then finishing him off like that helps out. Alright? So, next up, we've got Mordo. When I saw it was a Mystic on the Bane node, I knew it was going to be a Mordo. Now, my plan here with Corvus is to just do as much damage as possible, not to stun him if I could help it. Now, what you saw me do there was I actually timed my stun. I waited until the timer was almost done, and then I attacked. I don't normally do that because it's dangerous, especially in war, but I didn't really care this time, and we took him down without too much difficulty. Alright, so next up we've got our mini-boss. And we're going to be fighting a Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. Now, he can be a royal pain, especially on this node because he's going to have an unblockable special too. And I don't know how to evade his entire special too. I can do the first one, and I might block the second one and then evade the third one. So getting him to a special 2 is not what I want to do. So I'm going to try to bait out his special 1, as you see I'm doing there. And he has an evade, a passive evade, that is like Black Widow's evade. It'll often trigger when you least expect it, and it'll trigger a lot. Alright, so you see I'm backing off, baiting out the special 1. He's being very cooperative. Finished him off with that special 2. Now, a little bit exciting because we get some boss action. So our boss killers went in against this Medusa. As you can see, she's almost dead, and the word went out, everybody free for all, just go on in. So I'm like, okay, I've got Corvus, but I want to use Starkey first, and then after he goes down, I'll finish her off with Corvus. That's my thinking. Now, if you followed my war videos, you may recall when I first joined this alliance, I went up against a Medusa who royally whooped my behind. I don't know what it was. I was fighting nervous, scared. It was ugly, okay? And that was with Corvus. And I was so embarrassed, I didn't want to fight her no more after that one. But now, I'm a little bit more relaxed. And as you can see, we're doing all right. We're fighting her the way I know to fight her. You see I'm getting the heavies. The timing is on point here. All right, so she is stun immune. Therefore, you've got to fight her a little bit differently. You have to watch her furies. When she has 3 furies up, you don't want to hit her more than once. So a heavy is great, or 1 hit. You also want to hit into her block if she's pushing you too far to the left. You see there, I was able to fire off my special 3. All right, and I basically just own this Medusa. 1% health left, that's fine. Hit into her block. Doesn't matter. She fires off her special one. Boom! Still nothing. That's a long 1%, isn't it? But finally, she goes down. So we got her down. And I was pretty happy about that, even though, you know, she didn't have but 107k health left. But still, we got her down. I didn't even have to use my Corvus. Now, of course, we're not going to win this one. We're not going for the win. We didn't even try to fully explore. All right, but look at what happened. Do you see that? Do you see whose name is at the bottom there? MVP number 3. This is a very rare occurrence, by the way, so I was very happy about this. That finishing off the boss, and one of my guys actually got a kill. I don't know who did. I wish they gave you that report in the email, but it just showed that I got 1 kill. One of my defenders, don't know who, and I didn't bother to check before it was over. But that was enough to get me an MVP. So I'm very happy about that. But that's going to do it, guys. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you guys have a blessed day.